Hi there, I'm back again for another part in this altered file folder. So I did what I said I was going to do, and the next part we are going to work on this part. So I'm going to leave that there, that's that side, and that is that side. So I've stuck that in, sewed it all up. And yeah, I put the stitch across the top, and then I glued it down. So leave those in there, and I've stuck those on and put the string on it. I opened up the envelopes, this big one and the small one, so I could sew across the top. And then I sewed this one onto it, because I did say in the last one I opened this one up too to be able to sew across the top, that I didn't want that on the other envelope because I didn't want this flat bit covering the stitching. And then I thought, well, actually I could just sew it on, so that's what I did. Sorry, the camera keeps going wonky. Right, so that's going to be the flap at the back. So let's do the front first. I'm going to stick this down first. I don't know why, because I'm going to be covering over it. So I thought I'd do some collage on this one. It's not going to be itty bitty collage. It's probably going to be a big bit and a couple of small bits. I think I've already stuck that one down. Big bit and a couple of small bits. So what have I got? I was going to use those for the backs. I was going to use those for the fronts. So I've got these two sheets. So I'll probably just go half down. I've got some text and some music, and I've got a few neutral scraps. So let me get my tear roller and start by tearing these. So yeah, I'm thinking probably going half and half with these two, joining them together ish, you know, and then a bit of text and a bit of music. And then you've probably spied those big owls. They're going to go on there, and that's why I don't want it too busy, because it's really all about the owl. Let me get my basket out. Right, put that there. So again, I'm going to be stopping at 10 minutes. I ought to stop mentioning it now, but I just don't want it to be a funny you know, where they join together where you think, oh, what's gone off there? And obviously, you know, we could get to 10 minutes and it might have stopped and I might have lost this part of the video. And if that's the case, you'll see me and I'll have already ripped these out. So you're probably thinking, oh, thank goodness for that. We don't have to watch, we don't have to watch this bit. Don't be cruel. Right, let's tear down here. Some people don't mind these edge bits in. I do, so I like getting them off before I start. Yep. Okay, so we'll put those over there. So if we go like half, I'm just going to fold it. Why not? Why not? It'll stop having to think about it then. It's like, well, that's what I'm doing. So this half is going to go here, and I'm going to bend it up there, and I'll just rip that off. So I'll keep that. Yep, I don't mind that. Let's get this one. Let me do it with a towel. Okay, that's better. Right, so that's that side. And then I'm thinking, let's put that there. I don't know if that's going to be. Yeah, just a bit wider. Okay, I can pop those in my, so I'm going to do some collage tags another day. So that can go there. Like so. And that can go there, like so. Right, so I'm going to ink around these, and then I'm going to stick these down, and then we'll just pop some text and music paper. Well, I'm going to place the, why was I going to say elephant? Owl. I'll place the owl on there, and yeah, see where we want something else. So I don't need to ink that side because that one's going to be covered. I'm using walnut stain, which I like using when I'm doing woodland type things. So that goes there. And then you might have noticed I've got two flips. One's a tall thin one with the pine cones on, if you look over to there, and then there's a smaller one, which are pieces that I've made before, and I want to get them used up, so I'm going to incorporate those. Okie dokie. Right, I'm going to use the Collage, and I'm going to put this one down first. So it's just about 3:30. Won't be long till Eleanor gets back. I think, I don't know if this is my second video. Yeah, just my second. I don't know what I've been doing today. So I'm about a week in front filming. It's Monday. So this Thursday I go on the Santa train. You're like, oh, hasn't she been on that yet? So I got up a little bit late this morning. Well, it was nearly 8:30, and I felt so tired. And I still think I'm tired from, I mean, obviously I was, you know, really poorly. I was off for 3 weeks, and now I'm kind of back to normal. Apart from, I'm not filming as much, I'm not making as much, I've not been, you know, around as much, commenting and things like that. So I'm probably only, you know, doing half the kind of amount that I have been. And to be quite honest, I've only cleaned the house once. I'm keeping on top of, you know, the washing and tidying kind of thing. So I'm kind of back to normal. But I'm, you know, I'm not doing as much as I would normally do. And then with, you know, I've started my counselling. I've had 3 sessions now, so they're like hour sessions, and you know, obviously they're quite well, they're not that intense, but you know, you're obviously talking about emotions, and it's tiring. And then I think I've had 2 doctor's appointments. I had a phone appointment, which was to discuss the anxiety medication that I was put on, to see, you know, how I was, blah, blah, blah. And then I had to go for some routine bloods. So that was, you know, 2 kind of doctors. And then I've been to the opticians. which I'll have told you the full story about in another video. I'm going to stop. Okay. So I'll have told you all about that. And yeah, then I did Christmas shopping, but I didn't buy anything for anybody else. I just bought for myself. So yeah, at the weekend, I was so tired. And it's funny, my feet was hurting, but not underneath my feet. The actual front of your foot, where it bends, you know, at the bottom of your leg, with, you know, keep bending. And my legs was really tired and sore, and my arms and my chest was from, oh, I love that, from where I was carrying bags. So yeah, I just felt exhausted all weekend, and I came in here. I think I did a video each day. I kind of spent all day in here, but I was faffing about rather, you know, printing. I did some fussy cutting and that kind of thing. Nothing, you know. And I think it was Saturday night. I didn't sleep very well. And then, yeah, this morning I was just exhausted. So, yeah, I was up late, and then I went to make, you know, a cuppa. Came back upstairs, and I'd turned the heating up, and I normally sit on my chair in my bedroom. I'm, you know, waking up. Now, I want this one right to the edge, because I'm going to use this one, and I want it to be a bit of a, oh, look, there's an owl in there. I can see that some of that napkins come away, so I'm going to get that glued down like so. Now there's a bit down this edge. So yeah, by the time I'd sat there, I watched Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. She's doing that lovely box and those pretty things to go in it. So I'm going to glue that as close to there as I can get it. I don't want, do I want anything? Oh, I do. Yeah, I do. I could actually have that up there, because I obviously ripped that a little bit low. Not like it matters. I mean, I'd prefer to have stamped around that. I don't know why I didn't, to be honest, but I actually like it there. And I'm not going to ink it. I don't know why. I don't want to. Don't want to. So yeah, I sat there. I think Tina's video was, you know, perhaps nearly an hour. So I watched that, and then who else did I watch? Forget who else I watched. Or maybe I didn't. I'm quite into, at the minute, and I used to watch them a lot before, when people go in abandoned houses and you know, buildings and hospitals and all that kind of stuff, and a lot of them have still got a lot of the furniture in and photos in, and it is a young lad, is from the UK, and you know, he proper shows you things and stuff, and he gets quite excited about it. So, yeah, I've been really into that again. And there's loads of channels that do it. And I used to follow quite a few. And obviously, then I've got like a million videos to watch. So I've kind of given myself a limit of 3. And he puts a video up a week, and the other 2... they kind of go to different countries, so they'll do a series, and then you perhaps won't hear anything from them for a few months, which suits me fine. So I really like that. Have I stuck that down? Yeah, I have. Oh dear. Yeah. Honestly, you know, when I'm chatting, I just totally forget what I'm doing. So, yeah, I think I watched that this morning. I'm going to ink that. And so it was about 10:30. And I still thought, oh, I'm still a bit tired, really. And then I thought, I'd had a weekend bag. I've said all this before. I've not been away for ages. And I think I've still got it, but me and Ryan had this quite big hold-all whenever we went together. And if we went as a family, we'd take suitcases. So I haven't really got an overnight bag. I've still got the one from when I had Eleanor, and it's a beautiful cream one. But to be honest, it's seen better days. And when I clear out under my bed, I do need to get rid of it. So, yeah, I'd ordered that. I really like that. I think it needs a label, but we can revisit that another time. So that's going to go on there. So I'm going to glue that now. I've still got that scabby bit of this stuff. Forget what it's called. You know, Fabri-Tac Beacon. So I thought, because I'd bought a few things when I was supposed to go Christmas shopping for myself, I thought, well, I best see if these outfits, you know, because you can have something in mind, can't you? And then when you put it together, it's like, what was I thinking? So I thought, right, I'm going to start trying things on. So, yeah, an hour later, emptied my wardrobe, everything's all over the place. So I've sorted my nighttime outfit. I mean, we're not leaving the house till 10 o'clock in the morning. And when they first drop us off, they're dropping us off in Cambridgeshire. I forget whereabouts. I've got the timetable thing downstairs. Well, it's called, is it an artillery? So, oh, I like that. So I think this needs something on it and that needs something on. But apart from that, I think that's super duper. So this side, I am just going to mat it and I'm going to go as far as here. So we've still got that stitching. So I'll want to glue, you know, very carefully. So I want to glue that bit. And I'm going to keep the tag in. And oh, I know it's a bit risque, but I don't want to do it and it not fit. So, yeah, so I've packed my evenings. Oh, yes. So we're going somewhere in Cambridgeshire and they're dropping us off at, you know, the Christmas market. And we're going to walk around, you know, for a few hours before they take us to the hotel. And then, you know, you obviously get changed and go for dinner. They've got a restaurant in, I don't know how far we're going to be from, you know, other places, or if we'll just be kind of in the hotel. But my auntie was saying, you know, if I am tired, we can just, you know, have dinner in the hotel. So I don't think we need like disco clothes. So I've got some faux leather trousers and a black lightweight jumper. I mean, it's not cashmere, but you know what I mean, that kind of, and it's got some pearls on the shoulder. It's very pretty, very simple, and I've got some wedge suede boots, and I've got a beige fur, it's not real fur, faux fur gilet. So I've packed that. I've packed my big pants, what hold my stomach in, and I've packed my pyjamas. and I've packed my underwear or pyjamas and my bed socks because I don't want cold feet. So I'm going to glue this bit first. I'm not going over the stitching, no, but I'm going right to the top. I think this could be a mistake doing it with this, but luckily I think it's all gone, so I probably won't have to make that mistake. Okay, right, let's do it with this. I think even though this is going to be slow, I think this is probably the best thing, really. Yeah, so I've got my bed socks, which will double up as slippers, and I've put, you know, clean underwear and a clean top for the following day. I'll just wear the same jeans as what I've gone in, and I've picked the jeans that I'm going in because I've had some new boots, and I wanted a real dark denim because the boots are brown. Well, they're like a reddish brown. They're very nice. Yeah, I've got a nice green, like a forest green jumper, a polo neck, which is, it's not lamb's wool, but it's that kind of soft, it's not fluffy, but it's a bit fluffy. I'm going to stop again. I mean, all this just to explain why why it's 3:30 and I'm still filming, and I've not got a lot done today. Talk about going, you know, all around the houses. So I'm just going to leave that tag poking out. It is going to be quite vulnerable, that is. I might end up putting some tape down there as well. We'll see what happens. Obviously that bit's going to be tucked into the file folder, so we're going to well, it'll flip. We'll have that. This obviously needs something. I'm guessing I'm going to put a pocket or something, but I'm not sure as yet. Right, this I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to do it with I'm not going to do it with the same paper. I'm going to do it with the paper that I'm going to use for the other side, but I think I need to use that bottom bit, so I don't want to not leave enough for the back of the other envelope, because I've not got that many sheets left, and I did end up obviously printing some more of that. Oh my goodness, just talk, Tania. That, I want to say sweet corn, that pine cone print. So I've already printed extra out, and obviously I did say I wasn't printing anymore. So yeah, I just want to use all this up. But I mean, these plain brands, I could use them at any time, but I'm emptying my folders, so yeah, it would be a shame to print some more. Okay, so that is that. I think that's Eleanor back, so she might shout up or she might not, depending what mood she's in. But she's getting ready for Christmas break. So anyway, by the time I did that, that's all I packed. I didn't pack. I packed me going out shoes. I've said that, haven't I? I haven't packed like my handbag or toiletries or anything. But yeah, and then time had trotted on, and I was like, crikey. But by then I had woken up, so, and at least, you know, I've got it done, because tomorrow we've got a couple of windows that need replacing. They've got that condensation stuck in them, so they're coming tomorrow, which is a bit awkward because there's one in my bedroom, one at the top of the stairs and one in the front room, so, you know, basically they're going to be everywhere, aren't they? So yeah, I thought tomorrow, oh, and obviously I'm gonna have to, you know, be locked in a room with Colin, because, you know, you don't like strange men in the house, neither do I. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit awkward to properly get anything done tomorrow. And then Wednesday, it's obviously, oh, I need to do my orders tomorrow. And then Wednesday I'll be post office. We're going to the garden centre, but I'll speak more about that another time, because I've got a whole news story for that. And need to go and get a bit of shopping. One, because I want to make sure that I've got some. Which side is this going on? The side what's got the deer on. So on here, I was going to put these somehow. Like so. Now, do I want some collage, or do I want to just stamp it, or do I just want a bit of paper on there? Let's have a look. So yeah, I'll be out most of the day tomorrow, Wednesday, and then Wednesday when we get back and Eleanor's back from school, we're putting the Christmas tree up downstairs. I have put photos up of Eleanor's tree, and Eleanor's got my mum's tree, which was my mum's main tree. So she's got that up in her bedroom, and she's got not most of my mum's baubles, but the ones what are blue and white. There's some peacock things, and yeah, it's very, very pretty. So I have put some pictures up. They are on the Facebook group, and I've also put them on Buy Me a Coffee site. I think I've put them on Patreon as well. And when I've got... So the camera just froze up. So when I looked up, it didn't look as if it had missed anything, but whether it had or not. And I can't remember where I was in the conversation. I can't even remember what I was talking about. Christmas trees. They are. I've put them up. I'm putting ours on Monday. I will put some pictures up. I think I was probably at the end of it. I don't know if I'd then gone on to something else. Who knows? So yeah. And then obviously Thursday, I'll be going on the train. And it's just to keep saying it. So yeah, I feel like my week's a little bit cut short, which is fine. But obviously with having the fibro, yeah, I have to kind of spread my energy out. So you always get, which I can't help it. And I guess I'm not that bad, but I do get a little bit nervous when I've got things to attend, because I never know if suddenly I'm going to be too sick and need to be in bed. So yeah, it's always a little bit, and you know, if I did and I couldn't go, like, I've lived with it, you know, I think 6-7 years now, and it is what it is, you know. And it's part and parcel of having a chronic condition. And you know, I know well, I mean, my auntie's already said, you know, if I can't go, I can't go, and that's it. Like, what does it, you know, what does it matter? Yeah, you'd lose your money, blah blah blah. It doesn't really matter, does it? Like, you know, really, you have to do what you have to do. But, you know, even all that aside, yeah, I do still get a bit. And what if I get there and then I'm not very well? Which, again, you know, my auntie can trot off on her own, and I could stay in bed. Like, you know, there's ways around things, isn't there? So I don't know what I get nervous for, but I do. So that's that. I think that's all, you know, I'm going to do on that, which I feel like we've done absolutely loads. And that's going to, so really, that could now be stuck in, couldn't it? Could be stuck in there, but I'm not going to yet. And then that's going to go on top of there, isn't it? I just hope that this side isn't going to be too bulky. No, I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, it will be fine. So that's that side. Right, let's see what we can get done on this side, because we've put the main paper down. So I think I've used all the book page, well, apart from that bit, and this one is a lot bigger anyway. So I don't know if to just have that, just like that, and that's what I'm going to do. So that's that bit. Oh, I enjoyed doing that little bit of collage. I know I did it really quick and didn't really say anything about it, but I really enjoyed doing that. The image I used was from an Edith Holden book, The Yew, Ryan's favourite wood, and it is beautiful wood. Not a lot of yew trees around anymore. So yeah, I think I've exhausted myself. Oof. But yeah, I've said everything. So yeah, and then well, when I come back, and that's all I keep thinking. I mean, I don't want to obviously you know, rush the whole thing, because I want to experience every single bit of this Christmas tree. Oh dear, there should have been a competition at the beginning of this video. How many times is she going to mention the Santa train? Or at what point in the video, what time does she start mentioning it? But yeah, I obviously want to enjoy every single bit of it, because I feel like I owe it to my mum. And I know that she really did want me to go on it. So yeah, I think I feel a little bit of pressure with that. But again, like my mum would be, you know, if you're poorly, you're poorly. So anyway, so that is that. I think it does need a bit of something else, and I have put that music on a little bit crooked. Does it matter? Not really. I'm going to put that there, because I think if I put a label on there, that's where I'm going to kind of put it. So I do think that will look nice, and I'm going to do the opposite and not ink this one. So yeah, the Saturday and the Sunday after, Ryan's at work, so I mean, it doesn't matter if he was at work or if he wasn't at work, but I can rest all weekend. I've got no you know, no pressing plans. So if I put that on the wrong way, Okay, it's all right. Doesn't take a lot to confuse me. Right, so that's going right in. This is going on here. Yeah. So I'm going to tear this. Oh, and then a week later, I've obviously got the chats with haul, which that'll be the chat of all next week. And I have got quite a few appointments that week. Well, when I say quite a few, I've got to go back to Specsavers and go and pick my glasses up. I've got my therapy session. She's giving me quite a bit of homework, which I don't know how I'm going to fit it in, which is a lot of like reading material and stuff. And she did give me a few exercises to practice and see how I felt. So yeah, I don't know how I'm going to fit them in. So yeah, I think a start would be perhaps getting them printed off. Yeah, that would be a start. So yeah, I must print them and at least print them off and perhaps keep them at the side of my bed, and I'm sure I've got time at some point just to pick them up and read. Yeah, so I've got that. I've got the opticians, which means another going into town. I have finished Christmas now, but you know, there's always a few more things you can get. But there's a couple more things that I'd like to get for Eleanor. Only nothing major. She needs a new dressing gown. And I don't know if you've seen those. I mean, they're ridiculously expensive, and I'm not buying one. They're like massive dressing gowns, what you wear as like a hoodie. So they're like a giant hoodie, and the fleece. They're enormous. I mean, in the UK, they're nearly £200. It's like, what? Anyway, they've got some very similar in Primark. They're probably nothing similar. They're similar to me. I'm guessing I'll not say they're nothing like that, but I wanted to get one of those and get her a normal dressing gown, because she does wear them. She does like a dressing gown. And she often, when she gets home from school, will just put a dressing gown straight on over a uniform, because she's freezing and she needs to warm up. So, yeah. But the things that I'd get her anyway, so if I didn't get them, you know, on time for Christmas, I would just give them another time. But I thought, well, if I'm going into town again, I can do that. So that's the back of that. The back of this, we're doing it in this, aren't we? So let's do that. Luckily, I've not created too many more scraps, which is fabulous. Because see, that's what happens. The more you do, the more you create. But seem to be doing well. Right, I'm going to cover that off screen because I want to do this, and I think we've been on, well, I've been on ages. So that only just goes on there, but I do want it on there. And what am I going to put at the back? So I think I'm going to use one of these scraps actually. Don't know if to use that one. Yeah, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to stick that down, and I'm going to put that at the back of there. And this is going to go here. So I will attach that. Okay, so I will see you next time. I think tomorrow's video is going to be another Roxy one, still on catch up. I think by the end of, you know, like next week, I'll be back to you know, not being on catch up. Right, I'm off. I shall see you very soon. Take care. Bye for now.